Hey, what's up? We're here at Goals 2025 with my homie Justus from Duramag and BOE Precision. BOE.
Suppression.
We've known each other since like 2018, which is super cool.
Yeah.
And kind of followed your journey. And now you guys are into suppressors, which is what we're going to talk about today. So go ahead and run us through like your line. We've got rifle suppressors here, and you've got some pistol suppressors, which are kind of like a new thing, right?
Yeah, I am pretty excited about those. So like our Mod 1 and our Mod 1S are rifle suppressors.
Okay.
You know, they're on the market. We launched them in February. It's a new take on, you know, kind of like a modernized Monocore.
All right.
I'm a big proponent of a specialized equipment for specialized needs or for very like slim use case. I find that I get the best performance out of that. But
Makes
with
sense.
our first launch, I kind of was like, well, maybe to hit the market, maybe we want to hit something with a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more variability. So it was like,
Yeah.
hey, let's get together, let's talk about, you know, what all of our favorite features of all of our favorite suppressors are, and just kind of let's throw it all into one and make a nice, you know, versatile product line out of that. And I think we've done it. You know, it's a very cool system.
What were the things you were trying to achieve?
Well, first and foremost is like I really like the concept of monocores, but I didn't like the performance of them traditionally. So, you know, this is a great design. This is, you know, it's a modernized monocore. It's a 3D printed core, and it helps us to maximize surface area and air volume all in one. The cores are made out of either Inconel or titanium. You have your choice, and you also have your choice of caliber too. So we make them caliber specific for 5.56, 30 cal, 36, and 46.
Nice.
And the Mod 1 and Mod 1S are really engineered around, you know, gas operated systems, you know, but it's also cool because they have some tunability with the end caps. They all come with multiple end caps.
Okay.
Gives you a lot of flexibility on like, you know, vented, non-vented, different caliber, you know, just gives you, again, a little flexibility there. So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. You can tune your system, tune your suppressor to what your gun needs. Or like we were talking about yesterday, like at the range, it's like, hey, we've got two very different 5.56 guns. It's like, hey, maybe you have the same situation. You've got one 5.56 can, and your 11.5 is picky, and your 16-inch will, you know, you do it however you want.
Yeah.
So it's, or vice versa.
Yeah, so it really lets you take what you have and make it work for your most specific situation.
Yeah, man, it's cool that way. And you know, a lot of it too was an approach in like, you know, customer service. You know, I like the serviceability of a monocore, not so much for the cleaning. You know, we took care of that with our coatings, which are very cool. That's a whole wormhole, but the coating is good.
Yep.
It minimizes erosion, and it's carbon phobic, so it doesn't really have buildup of carbon.
That's amazing.
Which is great when you have a high flow.
Well, yeah. And I know 3D printed stuff gets a bad rap because it tends to be porous and carbon can get all locked up in it.
So this really seals up that surface area and creates a very hard shell. So it's great for titanium because it almost gets rid of that sparking, which is really nice. But to me, serviceability was like, hey, you know, what flexibility do I have? You know, when I purchase an item, you know, it's like usually, hey, however it is what you've got.
Yep.
So I was like, hey, what if we had a suppressor that's kind of future-proofed for a lot of people? You know, what if we're giving them a product that, hey, they buy Rev 1 and a couple of years later they're itching to buy a new can, they've been using that for a few years, and they call us up and we're like, oh, well, we're on Rev 5 of the Mod 1. Here's all the metrics, here's what it does better than yours, and send it in, we retro-mod it, just swap the core, swap the end caps, get it back to you. It's way cheaper, it's a couple $100, you know.
We'll just really have a new suppressor without any of the headache of buying a new suppressor.
Yeah, so, you know, like I said, it's just kind of trying to make a more customer-focused product. Anyways,
I love that.
One thing I'm also really excited about is...
Before you get to that, what mount?
Oh, well, they're all hub threaded.
Okay.
Very simple. We have our own QD system, which is a very simple taper QD system. But hey, we love the Reardon stuff. We love the cat pattern stuff. I mean, the dead air, you know, chemos and xenos and anything hub threaded. You know, we pretty much tested it out.
Sweet.
So cool. You can use whatever you want if you're already in a system, and you know, even now with the Surefire has their, you know, Surefire hub mounts, which is great because you know, we work with a lot of guys that are like, well, all my stuff is pin and welded with Surefires. I'm like, oh, great. Now we have a new mount. So that works out
fantastic, right?
Yeah. Cool. So that makes it easier. So we also have a new line of pistol suppressors that, and this is a very different design theory here. You know, this is more specified use case. So these are 9mm dedicated cans, and it was really an experiment in like, how can we take Inconel, which is our preferred material, and get it to be competitive weight-wise with like titanium? How can we make it ultra lightweight, as lightweight as it can possibly be?
Yeah.
So like, to that point, this is one of my really cool things out of this project. This is our Mod 9S, which is a 4-inch and just shy of 4 ounces. Designed,
that's light.
Yeah, and it's Inconel. All 3D printed Inconel. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there's like nothing to that.
It's pretty cool. And it's, it's the design here, I was like, I want something that's short enough and also light enough to where, it should run boosterless on everything. The only challenge with that is we also had to design a mount for it, because there's not a hub-threaded mount that, clears guide rods on pistols and stuff. So.
Sure.
And we also were like, well, we need something that's also lightweight. So we have a titanium half 28 mount that will ship with every Mod 9. And it's like 3/4 of an ounce. So
oh wow! All right, so that's not
cool.
bad.
Yeah. And it kind of mimics like the shape of like how a booster is.
Yep.
And it gives you that offset for the guide rod.
Nice.
So kind of nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it keeps it lightweight, because the last thing you want is a lightweight can and that you add like a 2-ounce mount to.
Well, yeah.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah. I mean, it's like due to run titanium cans on a on a stainless steel mount on their rifle. It's like, you just added a pound on the front of your rifle. Like, what are you doing? They're like, oh, my can's light, but the mount's not light.
There's a bunch of heavy QD systems out there too, but that's kind of the trade-off. If you want lightweight, you go direct thread and go as light as possible. So, and the titanium too, obviously Inconel is our preferred material for that, because we're like, hey, we want it to be ultra strong. Even though it's just 9mm, titanium is still heat reactive.
Yeah.
And for us, we're like, hey, well, we want to be able to put this on, any machine gun, any barrel length 9mm machine gun, and just let it rip.
Yeah.
Let it thermal cycle as much as it wants. And titanium had an issue with that, whereas Inconel just doesn't.
That's amazing.
It's been really cool.
It's a good material choice.
This one is this is the standard model. It's the Mod 9. This is a 5-inch, and it's about 6.5 ounces. Still all the same design. Inconel, designed to be as light as possible. But the thing about these really is ultra light, ultra strong, inexpensive. MSRP is $5.99.
You said inexpensive, right?
Yeah, inexpensive. Whereas our Mod 1s are a lot more expensive by comparison. But we wanted something that's really good.
That's a great price for a pistol can, though.
Yeah.
Like, especially a high performance one.
Yeah.
I mean, because we shot these yesterday at range day, and they're like movie quiet, and that's not a term I like to use unless it's like a 22.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I was like, it needs to be quieter, lighter, and stronger than our competitors on it. So, and I feel very confident we did that. And at the end of the day, it's like, hey, we got to make what we wanted, and it was a really cool experiment, and I think we did something really unique. So
that's amazing.
We're just having fun with it. But these are in the raw, but they'll come with our D360 coating, which is our carbon phobic anti-erosion coating. So they'll be coated inside and out, which will be really nice. And so they won't be all silvery. They'll be black.
Fair.
You can have it any color you want as long as it's black.
It is the way the industry likes it.
But we're about 30-something days out. It's like as we continue to develop. These are production cans. I grabbed these right off the CNC line right after printing, right before I left here. But they were like, "Well, we don't have time to get it coated," and I'm like, "Too bad."
It's shiny.
Yeah. It was like I gotta have them here to show it off.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's what we did.
Dude, well, awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. Anything else on the table you want to show off?
No. I mean, we got our mags. Durmag, always a bunch of classics. We're still going strong with a bunch of different patterns for our camo anodizing.
This reminds me of almost like the 80s cups.
Yeah.
Not quite, but like it's getting there.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun collaboration with one of our retailers.
Oh,
so
sweet.
they'll be putting those out pretty soon.
Awesome.
Which I'm pretty excited about.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do a bunch of standard patterns.
Okay,
so,
cool.
We just did our Tiger Stripe. We've got our M81. We'll do Flectarn, M90, Splinter Camo.
Sweet.
There's a bunch of others. I've got them all queued up. But
yeah, dude, I love that.
I'm trying to do it every couple of months, get a new one out, but
it's fun. I still remember when you dropped the M81. I literally pulled over on the side of the road and I had a timer set. It was like, buy now. So I don't want to miss those.
Yeah.
So
that's what we're just out here. We're hanging out and networking, and
it's good to see you guys at this event. And thanks for walking us through your line. Appreciate it. Man.
We do what we can.
Yeah, definitely. Very good.